Bom dia!
Bom dia!
I love to see that Portuguese energy early in the morning. I know some of you haven't had all the coffee that you probably wanted to have this morning. But again, on my behalf, my name is Luis Custodio. I'm going to be the MC. I have a few words to add on a little bit late, but we're running a little bit of a tight schedule here. So we're going to get going. But so we're going to start with, first of all, we're going to have the national anthems and the raising of the flag, and then we have some presentations that we're going to go through. We have... Bom dia, Sr. Padre.
Obrigado, bom dia.
He's one of my favorite people in the world.
Now we can start.
So, peço desculpa às pessoas portuguesas, não é? Eu vou falar praticamente sempre em inglês, não é? Mas acho que toda a gente já compreende aqui, já somos todos aqui, vocês já me conhecem. Portanto, vamos ter os hinos nacionais e depois então vamos levantar a nossa bandeira portuguesa e depois então vamos ter algumas apresentações. Portanto, por agora vamos então começar e eu vou pedir ao senhor António, onde é que ele está? O senhor António Peixoto está ali. Mr. António Peixoto, he's going to raise the flag. He's been a member since 1961, so he's a member for 62 years. Big round of applause. I think he probably became a member in diapers at the time. And then singing the national anthems, we have the beautiful voices of Silvia Neto Viegas and David Pastilha. They're, very talented members, wonderful voices. I'm glad they were able to join us today. They were always Plan A. Plan B was going to be Celine Dion, but I don't think she was going to be available. But so let's get in place. I'm going to ask Mr. Peixoto to go down, and I'm going to ask Sylvia and David to come forward and go through the national anthem.
Some people to go in the front, everybody's all the way in the back.
And we expect everyone to sing with us.
Yeah, let me just. Actually, that's a really great point, David, and I'm going to speak a little bit in Portuguese. Uma das coisas que eu queria pedir a todas as pessoas portuguesas, principalmente aqui, é que imaginem que vocês são o Cristiano Ronaldo, ou que são a Dolores Silva, que é a capitã da seleção feminina de Portugal, que vai estar no Campeonato do Mundo na Nova Zelândia pela primeira vez. Imagina que são uma dessas duas pessoas e que estão no meio do relvado, no estádio com 80 mil pessoas, e vocês pensem na energia, na emoção do que é ser português, e vamos usar essa energia para cantar o hino nacional português and also the United States national anthem, of course. Está Spain and that. So I ask everybody to get their energy going.
Oh, I like that.
Mar nobre povo, nação valente e imortal, levantai hoje de novo o esplendor de Portugal. Entre as brumas da memória, a pátria sentencia a voz dos teus igrejos e a voz que há de levar-te à vitória. As armas sobre a terra e sobre o mar. As armas pela pátria a lutar, contra os canhões marchar. Oh, say, can you see high the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's glass gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight gleaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, guys. That was terrific. Now, Sylvia's here. Sylvia, I know that your mom got an award yesterday, and she's a fantastic member of the Portuguese community. You want to just say a little bit about it?
Yes, thank you, Louis. And yesterday, I'm very proud to say that my mother was, by the Dominican Cultural Association, she was awarded the Founders Lifetime Achievement Award, and which is a very prestigious award. And I'm very proud of her because she has always been so involved in the Portuguese Community Center all her life. I've been involved, and today is my father's birthday. So thank you, Dad. I know you're watching, and I'm very proud that my mother got this award, and I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Maria. So we're going to keep going now, and I would like to, it's been really I'm very proud and honored to have all of these esteemed guests here behind me, and of course all of my fellow Luso-Americanos, Portuguese Americans here to celebrate this day, the Day of Portugal, the Day of Camões, and the Day of the Portuguese communities throughout the world. So again, welcome everybody. And now I'm just going to go through some of the esteemed guests that were able to join us today. And I'm going to start, obviously, with our host for today, which is Cristina Marques Santos. Cristina is the president of the Portuguese American Community Center. She was the first woman president, and she's now serving 7 years, right? 7th year? Yeah, so she has quite an experience, Next, I would like to talk a little bit about one of our guests here that is, someone very interesting that I got to know a little bit before today. And, she's a fellow Alfacinha, meaning that she was born in Lisbon. And curiously enough, she was born on the 4th of July. I'm not going to say the year, but she was born on the 4th of July. She has a curriculum vitae that's absolutely astonishing in terms of education and degrees in political science and international relations. She has served as an advisor for the Prime Minister of Portugal. She has been in, gosh, how many countries here? Slovenia, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, in Washington, D.C. as well. And now in New York, please join me in welcoming the Consul General of Portugal, Doutora Luisa Pais-Lowe. Welcome. The next guest doesn't need any introduction, Mayor Mike Spano. Okay, now I'm going to go through the list, and I apologize if I miss anyone, but I always think about these things. There's always a little bit of chaos. Hopefully there's a little bit of organized chaos here, but in going through this list. But so we have Father Osvaldo Franklin, our spiritual leader from Our Lady Fatima. We also have the Honorable Anthony Landy, Deputy Mayor. He's somewhere around here. He's right behind me, okay. Thank God he's not 6'5". We have the Honorable Anthony Moranti, City Council 6th District. We have the Honorable Shania Williams, also from the 1st District, Yonkers City Council. Right here? Okay. We have, let me just see, we have here the Honorable Jose Alvarado, Westchester County Board of Legislatures. It's here as well. I see now that we have, I believe it's Dr. Jose Carlos Adão, the coordinator of the Portuguese education in the United States. Thank you for joining us, too. I think he was lost a little bit, so it's thanks for joining us. Obrigado. Let's see. We have, many of you know these two folks. They, their father adopted the Portuguese community here in Yonkers and delivered many contributions to the Portuguese American community. And that was John Romano Sr., who unfortunately passed away a few years back. But he left a wonderful legacy behind in terms of two of his sons that have continued to be, a key part of the Portuguese community here. So I want to welcome Daniel Romano, who's a judge in the Yonkers City Court, as well as Andrew Romano, Esquire. Both have continued to pursue, law, as their dad did, and they continue to be tremendous. I don't want to lose that. Continue to be tremendous assets to the Portuguese community here in Yonkers. So we really appreciate that. Okay, so let's see. We also have here with us some of the directors of the Escola João Deus. I want to call out Maria Braz Pinto. Maria is here. Mrs. Adelia Landy, and I don't know if Tony Valente is here. And we also have the teacher, Mrs. Elena Bernardo, who has been the teacher at the PACC for 18 years. Thank you, the children lover, of course. Representing the two folk groups here, or ranchos, we have Tony Magalhães, who's the director of the Rancho Folclórico Amigos do Minho. Tony's over there with the flag. And we also have Miss or Mrs. Daniela Rocha, one of the leaders of the Rancho Folclórico, Luisa do Minho. I also see down in the background there, I see Mr. Fernando Pinho, who's the president of the PACC General Assembly. Mr. Pinho. I don't think Henrique Mano was able to make it, right? Okay. We also have Mrs. Fátima Valente, president of the Academia de Bacalhau. Welcome. And let's see, did I forget anybody?
Yes. The council president being represented by Maria.
I'm sorry.
I'm Maria George.
Maria George,
Council President.
Council Representative, Council President.
Thank you.
Welcome. We also have Tony Azevedo, who's the president of our auditing group, Conselho Fiscal, so he's the guy with all the contas. Okay, I think now we can hand it over. Christina, do you want to say a few words, just welcoming everybody?
I'm listening.
She's okay. Well, then I'm going to pass it to the mayor. I know that he's got some words and some presentations to make here, and then we'll go to Miss Lowe.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, that Canadian air has got to all of us, but I will say that oddly enough, right, the winds have changed and all that smoke is flying over someplace else, and I wonder why. So I think somebody is upstairs taking care of us today, because we are celebrating here at City Hall the Portuguese here in Yonkers, and of course the many contributions that Portuguese Americans have made to keep this community great. Yonkers, New York State, and of course this country. And on behalf of myself and Councilman Moranti and Councilwoman Janae Williams that are here today, we welcome you to City Hall. It's a beautiful place, isn't it? Built in 1908. Sitting right here in Washington Park, we could be more proud of City Hall, but we also are proud of the fact that Portuguese Americans have, Portuguese immigrants have come to Yonkers. We should remember as a kid, much of the impact was felt up in North Yonkers when you came in and you just wanted to be able to provide for your families. You pooled your own money together, built a civic center, put a school together so that your children could learn the language. And you did that not to separate yourself, you did that to celebrate your heritage, your love of family and religion, and you wanted to make sure that you were going to be the best Americans that there could be. And you felt that by making sure that your kids didn't forget their heritage and their culture, that was the best way to respect that flag. And you've done so, and we couldn't be more proud. And we're so happy to host you here today. And I know many of you are not from Yonkers, but you come here every single year. And like I said before, we couldn't be more proud to have you here today. So on behalf of myself, again, members of the City Council, we have a proclamation where we again recognize Portugal Day. So the Consul General is here, obviously Madam President. Thank you for not forgetting your roots and coming here every single year to Yonkers to do this. It's important that we never forget our heritage. It's important that we continue to show the world why Yonkers is such a successful place, because we celebrate our diversity, because we celebrate what each and every one of us has to bring to the table. And let's never forget that. God bless you all, and it's good to see everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Excelentíssima Doutora Luisa Pais-Lowe to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you. Bom dia. A bit louder, please. That's the Portuguese spirit, and that's the American spirit too. Actually, thank you for the thorough introduction. I think the main element there is that I was born on the 4th of July. So my mom had a vision for me, right? And this is my 3rd tour of duty in the United States, and I couldn't be happier and prouder to be here serving in my country, fellow people in the state of New York. And I've been here for a year. I was here last year and I was still a bit shy. I didn't know a lot of people. I did my best. This year I feel at home. Yeah. Yonkers has become my home, as have many other cities in this great state where we have great Portuguese, large Portuguese American communities. And this is really the time to celebrate our heritage, our culture, to come together and to appreciate how much we've done coming to this country generation after generation, to praise all the school teachers and the students who have continued to learn our language, to praise the associations, the club, Cristina Marques, our president, that they have all done a great job in getting everybody together and pursuing this culture and language of ours, but also integrating so well into the American society and way of life. And this is really truly a moment to celebrate our heritage, but also to pay tribute to this country that welcomes us in such a great and engaging way. So I just want to say that our Consul General in New York and our team, including José Carlos Adão, who does a great job for promoting the Portuguese language. A round of applause for him. Together with all the teachers and school directors and of course the students. But from our part in the consulate, we will continue to serve you to the best of our abilities, coming here to Yonkers with our consular services and to other clubs as well. And for now, let's celebrate and let's honor our heritage. Thank you so much. Muito obrigada. Thank you. Thank you, Mike Spano.
Anybody else from school?
Good morning. It's still morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Shanae Williams. I am the council member of the 1st District, where you're standing, right here at City Hall. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you on behalf of the City Council. My colleagues are here. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the entire Portuguese community for all your contributions, for everything you do in the city of Yonkers. And we appreciate you, and we want to continue to celebrate you and your culture. I'll tell you that every single time that I go to the Portuguese Center, I also feel at home, okay? Because you're so welcoming, you're so kind to everyone that stepped through those doors, and that's what we love. That's the beautiful thing about Yonkers and our diversity, and I love to see it. Keep up the good work. Congratulations, and let's continue to celebrate Portugal and all of you. Thank you.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Portuguese community. I wish I could attempt to speak it. I speak Spanish, so you know I comprehend a lot of the Portuguese language, but my mom was the fluent one because she worked with mainly Portuguese people at St. John's Hospital and was a friend of mi nieto, whom we met some 40 years ago when we came to St. Mary's. So the warmth of the Portuguese people is felt, your professionalism, your community, and here in Yonkers and me representing Westchester County, we say thank you for your contributions, and don't stop remembering your heritage, raising this flag. It's just beautiful. I think that, and I always say this, when you begin to forget where you come from, you really lose your identity. So thank you. So happy to see so many of you. I don't want to miss the opportunity of mentioning our the Parks Department that makes it happen. Commissioner Sanson, Deputy Commissioner Harris are here, and I also saw arriving George Romano. Thank you so much. Blessings, and let's do this every year. Thank you so much.
I would like to invite Padre Osvaldo Franklin to say a few words to everybody. Padre, Senor Padre?
Thank you very much. Yes, I will give you the blessing. So let us thank Jesus, thank God, the Blessed Mother, our little Fatima, for all the blessings that we have received from Him, for Jesus, for Mary, for our community, for the city of Yonkers. And let us ask Jesus to send us His blessing. The Lord be with you. Que Deus Pai vos conceda a sua bênção. Amém. Que Jesus Cristo, Filho de Deus, sob a intercessão de Nossa Fátima, vos conceda a saúde do corpo e da alma. Que o Espírito Santo vos ilumine hoje e sempre com a sua santa luz. May Almighty God bless you all. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to get into some special presentations if no one else wants to say any few words. And I would like to ask our teacher here, Senhora Mrs. Helena Bernardo, and also Dr. José Carlos Adão, to come to the podium here. They have some presentations to make to some of the students at the school. And the floor is all yours.
Muito bom dia a todos, feliz dia de Portugal para todos, e gostaria agora de, com a professora Helena e com a senhora Consul General e com a senhora Presidente do Clube e a direção da escola, entregar os certificados dos alunos que realizaram o exame no ano passado. E temos aqui o primeiro aluno, a Jacqueline Lopes. Alexandra Campos. Stephanie Henrique. Sofia Campos vai ser entregue pela Sra. Consul General. E eu gostaria de agradecer o trabalho da escola, da professora, o apoio que a Sra. Consul General dá ao trabalho que é realizado pelo Camões e a nossa proximidade com a escola e com os alunos. Parabéns a vocês por mais uma etapa e continuem a estudar português e a falar principalmente. Muito obrigado.
Bom dia. Os alunos vão ler um poema do João de Deus. Este ano o trabalho da Dia de Portugal foi acerca do João de Deus, que dá o nome à nossa escola, e temos mais 2 alunos que quiseram também participar e são sempre bem-vindos. Obrigada.
Maria da Graça, João de Deus, 1866. Houve um tempo uma menina dessa idade ou pouco mais, chamava-se Angelina, que era o encanto dos pais. Os pais eram pobrezinhos, não podiam trazer. Bem vestida, coitadinhos, mas que haviam de fazer? Nem tudo a todos é dado. E vestir bem, vestir mal, andar limpinho, asseado, é o ponto principal. Ela, o cabelo, as orelhas, o rosto, o pescoço, enfim, as mesmas chitinhas velhas cheiravam a alecrim. Só isto, fosse ela cega, lhe dava graça a valer, quanto mais, sendo tão meiga, que mais não podia ser.
Às vezes que não havia nem um bocado de pão e a pobre mãe não podia disfarçar a aflição, já ela toda ansiada por ver a chorar a mãe. Principavia, coitada com as lágrimas também. Não sei por que se consome e não tendo que me dar. A mim não me custa a fome, custa-me vê-la chorar. E beijando e abraçando a mãe para distrair, toda tremulada, chorando, fingia que se estava a rir.
Quando chegou a idade de já dizer tudo bem, claro e com facilidade a mãe fez o que convém. Vou lá na escola que a gente, não como os animais, que vem unicamente com olhos, nada mais. E beijando e abraçando a mãe para distrair, todo tremulado, chorava, fingia que estaria. Quando chegou a idade, that's the same thing. Oh, that's it.
Pulo na escola que a gente
Eu sei onde é que está o da tua mãe. Tens o teu aí? Pronto, fica então assim. Bem, não, já bem, vai. Desculpem lá, mas houve aí
Pulo na escola que havia de uma senhora de bem, que ensinava e recebia só os ricos, mais ninguém. Lá lavou decidinha, pobremente já se vê, e toda envergonhadinha, talvez sem saber de quê. A mestra que se algumas tratava com mais amor. Eram as pobres, diz a umas, das que tratavam melhor. Todas são alunas minhas, aqui todos são iguais. E às vezes as pobrezinhas, tendo menos, valem mais.
Good to know I'm too short for this. I'm only know Daniel Costa, eu sou filho de pais portugueses. O meu pai é de Coimbra, a minha mãe é de Jerez. Em nome de todos os alunos da Escola Portuguesa Dom João. Quero agradecer a todos pela vossa apresentações da Dia Portugal. Obrigado ao povo português, à direção escolar e à senhora pelo seu cuidado com todos nós. Com ela aprendemos sobre a nossa cultura, a nossa história e a nossa língua. Viva a nossa língua, viva a nossa comunidade, viva Portugal.
Finalmente vai ser a nossa Geida.
Wait, take it. Go in the front, because we can't see it.
Bom dia. Chamo-me Magera, tenho 7 anos e estudo na Escola João de Deus. Gosto muito da Portugal.
Well, that was a great way to finish up. Aren't these children wonderful? The future is bright. So I think we're going to conclude here. On this day of Portugal, let us not just reflect on our achievements, but also set our sights on the future that's filled with promise and possibility. We remain hopeful for the future of the Portuguese in New York and confident in our ability to continue to make a positive impact here in Yonkers. Together we will seize the opportunities, overcome the challenges, and shape a tomorrow that reflects the dreams and aspirations of our community. Our center, as most of you know, was founded in 1930, so we have been around for now 93 years. Our centennial celebrations are just a mere few years away, and so at the core, at the community is this community center, and from it there's been a lot of volunteers that have contributed and made significant contributions to the overall Portuguese community. So we're going to keep that spirit up. We're going to go back to the center. I want to wrap up and say thank you for all of you for being here. And there'll be a cocktail served at the community center. Let's continue these great celebrations. This is a day of pride, a day where we celebrate, the Day of Portugal. And again, everything that we've achieved in the past. We have an incredible history, going back to the 12th century and before, and the golden age of maritime prowess in the 15th and 16th centuries, and most recently, great poems and writers and scientists, and the future of Portugal is really fabulous. Now we're being called the European Silicon Valley, and we have various companies now that are called unicorns, meaning tech startups that generate more than $1 billion worth of value. So the future is very promising for us, and we got to do our part here, and we're going to take advantage of today and this beautiful day to celebrate our heritage. Thank you very much for all of you being here. We appreciate it, and we'll see you at the center. Obrigado.